Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hockey Business and More. I'm Zach.
I'm Rob. Sam's not here because he has other things going on.
Which, fair enough, we all have lives outside of the YouTube channel.
Apparently.
But we are, well, yeah. He has track, work, and this.
And Zach has work
and this.
And this.
And sports. Multiple sports.
Yes.
But today we are bringing you, I know I said we were going to do winners and losers of the offseason yesterday, but we're going to start off with a little bit of a different video. We're going to do the best and worst contracts handed out in this offseason.
Yeah.
So, I know we pretty much agree on one. I think we're going to do two best and two worst.
Yeah.
So, I think...
Obviously, we know which one is the best.
Yeah, we know what the best contract is. It was signed, what was it, yesterday?
The Kevin LeBanc deal.
Yeah, 1 year.
1 year, $1 million for a 56-point player.
17 goals, 56 points. Like, I was reading last night, like, if Thornton and Marleau both sign in San Jose for 1 year and $1 million, they have the $3 million line.
Mm-hmm.
Because those three can just play together for dirt cheap on like the third line and produce.
So he's betting on himself here. So expect if he has another big year, he's going to get a big payday next year.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying they should have offer sheeted him, but I don't know if he was eligible for the offer sheet.
I don't know either. I didn't check.
No, neither did I. But all right, let's go ahead and start. So that's our first good contract. We both think that's definitely the best deal that any team and not the player, the team has signed.
The team, yeah.
So we're not saying, like, obviously the best deal would probably be Panarin's because he's making upwards of $11 million a season.
11.6 something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But we're doing it based on the team. So do we want to go, since we've already done one of our good, do we want to do our bad?
Sure.
One of our bad?
We'll go bad. You want to start?
Yeah, I'll start it off. I swear he forgot about this contract.
I probably did.
The Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, yeah, just kidding. That was a horrible contract.
Signed Kevin Hayes to a 7-year, $7.414 million contract with a no-movement clause. Now, just to put this into perspective,
he had 55 points
had 56 points and signed for 1 year.
At $1 million. So he's quite overpaid here.
They are overpaying him. I think the Jets definitely made the right call here trading him, because if that's what he was going to want, then that is not worth it.
They got it was a 5th rounder for his rights,
I don't even remember, yeah. But honestly, getting out from under that contract, the Jets are already in contract trouble with Kyle Connor and Patrick Laine being RFAs
and they've already lost Myers and Trouba.
Yeah, so they're
So they're going to be a little weaker this year.
Yeah, the Jets will take a step back, more than likely. But that Kevin Hayes deal with the Philadelphia Flyers is ridiculous. I think he's the 3rd highest paid player on the Philadelphia Flyers now.
And he's realistically like a good second line center.
Yeah, if that. Yeah, it goes Claude Giroux at 8.27, Voracek at 8.25, and then Hayes at 7.14 on the forward core. And then Niskanen's their highest paid defenseman at 5.75, which I didn't actually realize. That is a terrible contract.
Matt Niskanen contract? Yeah.
But their buyout history is hilarious. David Schlemko, Andrew McDonald, and Ilya Bryzgalov. That's funny. But yeah, no, that's my first bad contract.
I'm going to have to agree with you, yeah.
You're just going to take that one?
That will also be my first bad contract.
I knew he forgot about it.
I forgot about it.
Because he's like, oh yeah, this one's not too bad. Like, because it was signed prior to the 1st of July, a lot of people tend to forget about it. But
also, here's my, I'll pull up my second one here. The Erik Karlsson contract.
You're saying that's bad?
I'm saying it's bad. Ooh. He's 29, right? He's 29. That's an 8-year deal.
Take him to 37.
It takes him to 37. It's 11.5, yeah. 11.5 annual.
Give or take,
yeah. So, yeah, give or take. And he's coming off of his ankle issues, right?
Yeah.
And he missed a lot of time this year, right? People weren't sure if he was going to resign. He did, which cost him Pavelski.
Yeah,
in a way, yeah. And I don't know. I see him getting worse because he's been on a bit of a decline since he left Ottawa points wise and stuff, and like the shattered ankle, right? And then it had to be reconstructed. I'm not sure how well he's going to be in his 30s when that contract is still got lots of term on it.
I feel like that's a type of contract that's going to get better over time as the cap goes up.
I mean,
it's kind of like the McDavid deal, where it's like, when people signed it, they're like, oh my goodness, it's such a, like, why did they sign him to such a big number? And now it's like, it's one of the biggest
Will his ankle hold up for the next 8 years? If he's healthy, it's a good contract, but I'm not sure if he's going to be staying healthy, right?
That's true. All right, so my last, my second good contract.
We'll have to do that second good.
This is a little crazy, and obviously a lot of people are gonna probably call me biased here because I love the player and the team. But the Edmonton Oilers re-signed Alex Chiasson to a 2-year deal worth $2.15 million, and that for a guy that we brought in on a professional tryout last year to come in and score 20 plus goals. What did he have last year? Like 20. I think he had 23, 24.
I'm not sure.
Might be wrong there. But again, I'm gonna put this into an interesting perspective for hockey fans. If I go to player stats here, Alex Chiasson last season had 22 goals, 16 assists, 38 points.
And how many games? Is it full 82?
73. So not bad.
Yeah.
He's durable. He missed 9 games. I think he had like a shoulder issue or something. But so 38 points. He was our 5th highest scorer behind Connor, Leon, Nuge, and Darnell Nurse. I thought Nurse had 28 goals. I was like, what? When did I miss this? But no, it was Nuge. But, and then if I go... New York Islanders. Now, a lot of people are saying that Jordan Eberle had a much better season than us. 19 goals, 18 assists for 37 points. Jordan Eberle just signed a 5-year deal worth 5-something million. And he had less points than Alex Chiasson on a better team. I don't care what anybody says, that is not an overpayment. If he can keep doing that, this team, if he can put up 20 again this year, that contract's 100% worth it.
All right, so I'm going to go with my second good contract here, and I'm going to say the Robin Lehner contract.
For the team, sure.
For the team, yeah.
Why Lehner signed a 1-year deal, I'll never know.
Yeah, that's a great...
The dumbest thing he's done.
He's betting on himself here.
What?
He's betting on himself to have another good year like what he had in New England. Boy, I'm dumb. New York, yeah.
We're an NFL channel now.
Yes, we're an NFL channel.
I can do that. He can't.
Yes. Yeah. So $5 million. That's a good amount of cash for him. But if he continues playing like he did last year, he's obviously worth much more than that.
Yeah.
And so the Blackhawks, depending on how Corey Crawford's health goes this year, that might be their new starter this year. And if he does anything similar to what he did last year with the Islanders, it's going to be a steal for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I'm looking for a bad deal here, and I think I'm going to go with Tyler Myers' contract in Vancouver.
Yeah.
That was a bad signing on Vancouver's part.
I'm not a fan of that one either.
Obviously, don't get me wrong, Tyler Myers is a good player. The Oilers have been linked to him for years. I was always kind of like, oh yeah, sure, if we can get him for cheap, sure.
Yeah, that's not cheap for him.
No. Oh, he's from Texas. I did not know that.
He was born in Texas, but
I didn't know
plays
that.
for Canada International.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird.
He's at best the second pairing defenseman. Right.
So he has signed. No, that's last year.
And $5 million.
Why is
this
this
$6 million or $5 million?
I'm trying to find out. Give me a second. Teams.
I know that it's 5 years.
It's a 5-year deal. I think it's
$6 million per.
Yeah, $6 million per for a 29-year-old defenseman.
He's also 29.
Who is ridiculous. Like, what is he? 6 foot something around?
6'8".
6'8". What? Oh my goodness.
So obviously
we don't want to come down on that guy. That's for sure.
So we could see with him with what we have with Chara, where
he just plays until he's 48
because he's huge, right?
Yeah,
and
he doesn't stand up on people.
Who cares if he can't skate anymore? His reach is bigger than everybody.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Connor McDavid goes by at light speed, and the stick's just in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'd say that was probably the worst contract.
But here's the thing, though. He's a second pairing defenseman at best. That was him in his prime. I'm not sure. He's 29. He should still kind of in his prime.
Saying his prime is a little weird because defensemen are so random. If you start at 8, if you don't play in the league until 26, then you're...
Look at Mark Giordano. He's getting better every year, and he's 35 right now.
35? Oh.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Cool. And your last bad... Oh, no, yours was Carlson, eh?
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw out one last thing here, and I'm going to say this was the worst contract offered by a team. I'm not saying necessarily signed. I'm not saying, obviously I think the Kevin Hayes deal was worse. Same with the Tyler Myers deal. The Sebastian Aho offer sheet was terrible.
Yeah,
it was great to see, but it was so easy to match. The Habs tried to front load it with a crap load of like
with
bonus
$21
pay.
million.
Yeah, so I think it's like a $42 million contract.
It's
around
over
there.
5 years for 8.542 or something like that. So just under the threshold where they have to give up 2 firsts.
Yeah, basically it was just their way of getting like throwing their like saying, oh yeah, whatever, done, we're doing this, and then it just backfired because it was so easy to match because it's like Carolina had the cap space.
Yeah.
So I'd say that was the worst contract handed out that wasn't signed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, it wasn't signed. It was he signed the offer sheet and it was matched.
He has that contract.
I feel like that was just testing the waters on the offer sheet, and it was kind of like, okay, we kind of want Aho, and we'll throw this at him. If you don't match, cool, we get him. If not, we'll throw more money.
I really hope Bergevin
one of the
tries
big
to
guys.
offer sheet another guy.
I've heard rumors of either Line or Bennett in Calgary.
Yeah.
And of course, we all know the Islanders rumors with Marner.
Yeah.
That one will be fun.
It's not gonna happen.
That'll be interesting. I kind of hope it happens. Lou just says mine.
Kind of hope it doesn't happen.
Well, yeah, because you're a Leafs fan.
That would ruin my day.
Yeah, it would.
Really.
Was it worth it signing John Tavares to lose Mitch Marner? And with that, we're gonna end this one.
Yeah, we're gonna end the video. Have a great day, guys. See you next time.
Rob's just done with this conversation.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For Zach. For Sam, Rob and Zach signing off for Hockey Business and More. I'll see you guys in the next one.
See you.
Peace, boys.
Bye-bye.